welcome to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day today. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Eart NK-C3. Let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so the Eart brand of guitars has been gaining a lot of popularity over the last 2 years in the affordable guitar spectrum. I don't remember exactly when they launched, but they started selling their guitars in AliExpress, Amazon, eBay, their own website, and then people took notice and they really liked it. They really liked it because it had a lot of great features for the money. And it had features that were just really unheard of in those price points. And I was the only fool to record a video about a year ago, maybe more, saying that I didn't think that these guitars were as good as people thought. Now, I never said the guitars were bad. In fact, I had a lot of great things to say. I'll put a link in the description for the video if you want to go check it out and drop a hateful comment like a couple people did. But long story short, what I was saying is there were things that people were claiming. I just didn't experience that in my own personal experiences. Because of the hype and all the praise these guitars were getting, I went out and bought a couple. And so I tried one and I had some issues with it. That one had a warp neck. And so, no, I won't go into details, but I just know that I went through a couple. It wasn't that I bought one and it was bad and I assumed they were bad. And I've never said they were bad. But my experiences weren't fantastic. However, I kept seeing the responses, the comments, people saying, that they had incredible experiences, the quality control has gotten better, just a lot of things. And I said to myself, well, I should maybe give these guys another chance. And that was maybe about 7 months ago. And I will say I was wrong. They're actually really, really good. And so the first guitar that I got was a headless, and that was already way better than any other that I had. And then I got this one, and this one just kind of blew my mind and changed my perception of them. And now I see what everyone was talking about. I mean, they're fantastic guitars. But yeah, we're going to talk about this one, and then we'll go over the specs, do some clean and distorted tones for you guys, and then just give you my final thoughts. So let's go ahead and get into some demo playing examples for it. All right. So as I said, when I decided to give Eart another chance, I bought a headless and I liked it, and then I got this guitar, and this is the one that blew me away. And there's a couple of reasons why. And it's interesting because I had the T-style version, but the guitar that I had was quite different from this one. Um, the first thing I'll say is I absolutely love the neck. The neck is well oiled. It's super smooth. Feels very, very comfortable. It's a compound neck shape, but it's something about it just feels so great when you're going up and down. It's just one of the more comfortable necks I've had like ever, and it also has one of the nicest finishes I've had on a neck in terms of how it feels. Now, how it looks is described as a roasted maple neck, and I don't doubt that it is, but they put a yellow tint on it, which kind of defeats the purpose of saying that it has roasted maple because it's hard to see. A lot of people like the roasted maple not just for the stability but also for the visual aesthetic that it provides. So having it with a yellow tint might, change that purpose for you. However, I will say this guitar, like I mentioned earlier, I've had it for 7, 8 months and it's been very, very stable. So I 100% believe it's a roasted maple neck. It just has a yellow tint. And I still think it looks great. It's a different vibe. They have a couple different strats. I actually own the other one, the CP1, which is kind of like the Nick Johnston style HSS. Here's what I'll tell you. I was so impressed with this guitar that after making a video saying I didn't think they were all that, I got the headless, I got this one, and then I've gotten like 5 more. And they're just very comfortable guitars to play. The fretwork is really good. Fret level was the issue that I have with some of mine. I think I misinterpreted what I meant to say in that video too. I think I talked about fret sprout, and I meant to say frets not properly glued in or hammered in or installed. But all of that are things that seem to have been dramatically improved upon because even though I had some QC issues with my first few Earts, I've owned 5 or 6 since then, and they've all been great. I mean, they've been pretty much flawless. Fit and finish is super, super nice, just so much better, or at least on par in anything in its price range, or considerably better. The one of the issues I had with some of the guitars I had were the pickups. I don't think the model that they have on this guitar sound fantastic. Like I don't think they're incredible, but they're not bad. They're actually nicer than, or at least I like them better than what I had on the Explorer and what I had on the T-Style and the other Earth guitars that I had prior. Now I will say I've gotten some of the newer ones, and I think they're really upping their pickup game because I got the new Tele, the TL380, which I'll do a review on as well. And those humbuckers, I think they sound incredible. I mean, they sound as good as anything that you could put on, in my opinion. But yeah, this one I like. It's versatile. I will say I compared it to my Fender Mexican Strat, and I definitely prefer the pickups for that. But you could get a set for maybe $40, $50, and it's going to be an affordable upgrade, and it's just going to completely turn your guitar around, and your guitar's already going to play amazing. So, I like the way that it looks. I love the neck. The neck is just the biggest highlight. The tremolo is pretty good quality, and it stays in tune well. The electronics aren't amazing. So I'm talking about the switches, the pots. I'm not really sure what it is, but I had the same issue with the Explorer. And so I get audio loss, if that makes sense to you guys. Sometimes I'm switching and I get no sound. It doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes I'll have to like play around with the pickup selector switch to fix it. Now I thought it was just the tone pots just needed a little bit of contact cleaner, but I've done that and it doesn't seem to do anything. So, which is fine for me. I'm gonna actually upgrade the electronics here because like I said, I don't absolutely love them. And I thought I was gonna put a set of Fender made in Mexico pickups, but I saw someone at a Earth forum that put some EMGs with like a white perloy picker, and I thought that looked really cool. And I think it suits the style of this guitar because it's like an 80s kind of super strat, right? Like this isn't your typical vintage style guitar or vintage style design for this kind of guitar. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so one of the things I don't love, like I said, is the electronics. At least on this model, they don't seem great. The top is described as a flame maple veneer. I'm not sure. I think mine is actually a photo flame. I don't entirely hate it, but if they're using photo flame to keep the cost down, I would just much rather see like a natural see-through finish. I think that would look nicer, because I appreciate being able to see the wood grain. And again, it could just be this one, but it just looks like a poster that was put on it. It looks like a photo frame. But either way, it doesn't really look bad. The tuners are good quality. Um, the nut was cut pretty well on it. This one I have it set up really, really low action. It's one of my more comfortable guitars, and I've got a lot of guitars right now, and this is one of the ones I grab the most. So I hope that at least gives you an idea on how I feel about it. I think it's a great buy for 369. If you keep an eye out on Amazon, sometimes they'll go on sale for a little bit less, like 320, 300. But even at 369, I think they're a great deal, and you should definitely consider one if you're looking for like an HSS Strat that has a very comfortable neck. So that's my review. That's what I think about it. I hope you guys appreciate that. I appreciate you watching the video, and if you liked it, please leave me a comment, like, subscribe, do all that YouTube jazz because it helps a guy out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next day. Take care.